Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be finally reaching max level. There are a few goals I want to get in this video, which are Godhuman Soul Guitar and the cursed Dual Katana. Since we grinded a lot in last video, I can skip Port Town and straight go to Hydra Island. Anyways, let's continue where we left off. I can start the Dragon Crew Warrior quest. I'll see you guys once I'm ready for the next quest. I can do Dragon Crew Archers, but I'm going to continue with the Warrior since they are closer to the quest giver. I realize I haven't spun yet. Let's try that and see what I get. Alright, let's continue grinding. I'll see you guys once I can start next quest. Alright, now I can move on to the next quest, which is Venom Assailants. Now I can start the Hydra boss, which is the last NPC on this island. Alright, I'm gonna server hop to grind him. And just so you guys know, whenever I have 2 times EXP, it's from the Valentine's shop. I didn't spend Robux to buy it because I'm broke. Now I can move on to Great Tree and start the Marine Commodore quest. I changed my style to Superhuman since I need 400 mastery in every V2 fighting style to get Godhuman, which is one of my goals in this challenge. I was bored of grinding, so I started to hunt elite hunters since I need to kill 30 of them to get Yama. Alright, I'm gonna hunt few. I'll put a counter at the top. I was close to the 1,750, so I got to that level first. Now we can actually continue with grinding the elite hunters. Let's stop elite hunters for a while and continue grinding levels. Alright, now that I'm level 1,800, I can start the Citizen quest, which gives a lot of XP, and for the first quest, I need 50 forest pirate kills. Before I kill the last one, let me use an exp code so I can get way more exp. Alright, I got so many XP from the Citizen quest, but there is one more quest left. Now, for the next quest, need to kill Captain Elephant. Okay, now that the Citizen quest is done, we can return back to grinding levels. With this, I can move on to the Forest Pirate. I'll see you guys once the next quest starts. Alright, now that I hit level 1,800, I got bored and thought of continuing the Elite Hunter grind. I ended up getting a chalice, which is good and bad at the same time. I cannot spawn Indra by myself because I don't have any hockey color. So I asked someone from DC to help me because I need Indra to access the portal to Floating Turtle and Hydra Island. I couldn't record the fight, but I spawned Indra, and I can finally access the portal. Alright, let's continue with the Elite Hunter grind, since I need a few more to get Yama. There was XP in the Valentine's shop, so I thought of buying it and grinding. Now I can move on to the Jungle Pirates. This is the last NPC I need before I can start the Musketeer Pirate quest. Now that I'm level 1,950, my 2 times EXP is almost over, so we start grinding elite NPCs.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up.
Alright, this is the last NPC I need. Now that that's done, I can finally get myself Yama's sword.
I just wanna keep moving, keep my head up when I act.
We have to make our way through Hydra Island, and under the waterfall there is a temple inside there after killing the ghost. We can pull the sword out of the stone. We have to click on the sword 4 times after you do that. You'll get the sword if you have enough elite hunter kills, which is 30. Alright, now that's done. We can keep grinding levels until we hit level 2,000 so we can get Tushita. Alright, I'm level 2,000 now, but let's continue grinding level. While I was grinding level, someone spawned Indra. And if you didn't know, we need Indra for Tushita, so I stopped grinding level and made my way to Hydra Island fast. We have to go to the same temple we got Yama from and break a secret door in there once we enter. We have to go through a portal to be teleported in Floating Turtle. And we have to find and light 5 torches. Follow me. I'll show you the location of each portal. Even I don't know what I typed here. I thought I was gonna die, so I wanted to type stop. Instead, this is what I typed. Anyway, let's continue lighting all the torches for Tushita. All right, now that's done. Let's go and kill Longma so we can get Tushita. Okay, now that was pretty easy now that Longma is dead and we have gotten Tushita. Let's continue grinding so we can get level needed to get CDK. So I resetted my stats so I can grind the mastery on both the swords for CDK. We need 400 on both. Let's continue grinding, and I'll see you guys once I get mastery on both swords. Now that I've gotten 350 mastery on Yama, let's move on to Tushita. Okay, now we've gotten both sword to 350 mastery. Let's start the CDK quest. Talking to the Crypt Master when you have both swords with 350 mastery unlocks a door behind here, which there are 2 scrolls for both sword. Let's start with Tushita since it's easier. The first quest for Tushita is Dock Trial. For that, you have to talk with 4 luxury boat dealer. Click next 4 times, then pardon. When you get an Alucard fragment, you can move to the next quest. Second trial is Sense of Duty. For that, you need to partake in a pirate raid and kill 1 pirate. All right, a pirate raid started. Let's quickly get this over with so we can move to the next quest. I only need 1 kill after that. I just need to wait for the pirate raid to be over to get the Alucard fragment. All right, now we can move to the next quest. But before that, check out this bum, bro. These hackers are so annoying. Instead of grinding like normal people, they always want to hack. For the last trial, you need to kill Cake Queen in under 1 minute. It's pretty easy in my opinion. I'm just gonna speed this up, to be honest. TTK carried me. When it's X knocks Cake Queen up, you can do insane amounts of damage. Once you're done with that, you'll be teleported into this dimensions here. You have to light torches and kill skeletons that spawn. The first torch is over here. They're pretty easy to spot. When you light the final torch, you have to fight a boss. Be careful not to die. Once you're done with that, you can walk out of the gate and then burn the Tushita scroll. After that, you can start the Yama trials. For the first Yama trials, you have to take damage while holding out the sword. It's pretty easy, but after that, it's where the real trouble begins. Go to the NPC and hold out your sword. When you get the Alucard fragment, you'll know the quest is done.
There, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
All right, now it's time for the worst trial of all, Haze of Misery. This quest truly was a misery. Since I recorded over 30 minutes of footage, I'm just going to explain it really quick and skip to the last part. You basically have to go to every island and kill NPC marked with pink. I'll skip the running part and I'll show the main parts. Okay, this is the last bit of NPC I need before the quest is over. This quest was truly annoying. Now for the final trial, you need to summon the Reaper using Hollow Essence, then die to it. To get Hollow Essence, you need bones. You can get bones by killing any NPC in Haunted Castle. After you get 50 bones, you can spin by talking to the Death King. Now, I didn't record the part where I got the hollow essence, because I forgot, and I had to rush and die to the Reaper before the hackers killed it. Now that we're done with the Yama trials, we can burn the scrolls and finally get CDK. There will be a pedal you can interact with. All your Alucard fragment will fuse to open a door with a skeleton after you kill him. He will drop CDK. Alright, now we've finally gotten CDK, which is one of the 3 goals next. We can try to grind mastery to get Godhuman while grinding levels. But first, while grinding for levels, I always started grinding for mastery on my fighting styles, and because of that I got 400 mastery on electric style, so let's get electric claw really quick. A quick and easy way to do the trial for electric claw is to put home in mansion, and then just teleport back home when he asks to. It's pretty simple. Since I already have the money, I'm gonna buy it, but I won't use it right away, since I want to grind mastery on Dark Step first. Let's get back to grinding mastery on my Dark Step and levels. When I went to spin at Valentine's shop expecting the same garbage fruit as always, I was surprised to see that I got one of the 2 accessories. Anyways, let's continue with the grind. Alright, now let's move on to grinding mastery on Dragon Talon to get Dragon Breath. Similar to Hollow Essence, you have to use Bones and talk to Death King until he drops the Fire Essence needed for Dragon Breath. Alright, after so many rolls, we finally got Fire on Essence. Now we have to go to Hydra Island and talk to Uzoth NPC and Dragon Dojo so we can buy Dragon Breath V2. Once we get 400 mastery on our Dragon Talon, we can buy Dragon Breath, but before that, let's go ahead and buy Death Step, which I forgot to buy. Alright, now we can start the grind on Coco Island. I'll see you guys once I can move on to next, or once I have enough mastery to buy Dragon Breath. Now that I have enough mastery to buy Dragon Breath, let's go do that first. Never mind, I guess we need to grind some fragments first. Now we can finally buy Dragon Breath, which is the last fighting style I had to buy. Now I only have to master up a few more until I can buy Godhuman. Let's continue grinding. Since no one wants to see me beating up NPC, I'm gonna skip to the part I get mastery and levels. Alright, now, if you didn't know, you can spawn the Falcon boss after killing NPC in this island. Just come here and check his eyes. If they are red, you can spawn the boss by breaking the pots. Now that I have spawned him, once I kill him, I'll unlock Submarine to go to the underwater island. Okay, now that he is dead, we can continue grinding levels and mastery. Let's go. Now that I have 400 mastery on Dragon Talon, we can move on to Death Step. I'll be grinding some bosses off camera since trying to get this fighting style to 400 mastery will make me max. Only one more fighting style to go until I can unlock Godhuman. Let's continue grinding. Now I can move on to the submerged island. Since we already defeated Tyrant of the Skies, we don't need to kill him again. Alright, only 200 more level until max, but we have to get Godhuman and Soul Guitar first. Now that all the mastery grinding is done, we can finally get Godhuman. Inside this tree, there's an ancient monk talking with him. He'll ask us to bring him some items which are Magma Ore, Dragon Scale, and Fishtail. I already have. Magma Ore, that means I can move on to grinding for Dragon Scale. If you didn't know, You can get dragon scale by killing dragon archers. I'll see you guys once I have enough. All right, now that's done. Let's move on to the next item, which is fishtails, which we can easily get from Fishman NPC in First Sea. We can finally unlock Godhuman. Now let's start the soul guitar grind, since it's the last thing we need to do before we can start grinding level. All right, now for the soul guitar, let's make our way into Haunted Castle, and when it's full moon, we have to talk with the gravestone, then press pray. Once that's done, we have to make our way to the zombies NPC and kill them all at the same time. It took me some tries, but it doesn't matter. Even if you mess up, you can keep trying again. Once your screen turns black, you can go back to the gravestone, and there will be a sign puzzle you have to complete. There will be a number of signs on each side, and whichever side has more, you'll have to click on it. Just like before, once your screen flashes black, you can make your way into the castle, and inside this room where there will be a ghost NPC waiting for you after you talk with him. You can go outside and remember the trophies. After that, make your way downstairs and arrange the pattern similar to the trophies outside. You have to click on them until you get the right order, and when you do, the screen flashes black. And for the next quest, you have to arrange the colors, same as the ones in ceiling, by clicking on the lights on the floor. Once that's done, the ghost NPC will appear, and you can buy skull guitar from him. Before we can craft it, we need some items. Let's go grind that first, since we're at Haunted Castle anyways. Let's start with the bones. I'll see you guys once I'm done with it. All right, since bones is done, let's move on to the next item, which is ectoplasm. Okay, now the only thing we need before we can craft the skull guitar is fragments. All right, now we can finally get the skull guitar. Now that all of our 3 goals are done, let's finish grinding so we can wrap up this video. Alright guys, this is the final NPC we need before we reach max level. Before you guys click off, I just wanted to let y'all know, I'm sorry for taking 1 month to release this video. I know it's way too long, but the next video is going to be way faster than this in like 2 to 3 days. Also guys, TYSM for 100 subs. It means a lot.